Animations are one of the things that helps your game look better and bring the characters to life. That's why in this video by the Gamesmith, we'll be learning how to create some awesome looking animations for your game. To do so, I will be using Photoshop and Unity of course. But please note that you can use any free photo editing software like GIMP or Photo if you can't use Photoshop or you think it's too expensive to start with. So the first thing you have to take care of is designing your character. You can choose any shape you want and you can use any website like Google or Pinterest to draw ideas and enrich your imagination. However, there is one thing you have to take care of, and that is to design every part of your character in a separate layer, or mainly any part that you wish to animate in your character like arms, head, and legs. Those have to be each in its own layer. After that, we have to arrange them in a way that each part is far from the others, and you will know why. Once you're done with that, crop the image so that you have as little extra empty space as possible, without getting parts to touch or get too close to each other. Now disable the background, and that's what's called a sprite sheet. Then we have to save the sprite sheet as a PNG file to sustain the transparency of the background. Now jump into Unity and import that sprite sheet and select it. You should see in the right column an option named Sprite Mode. It should be set to single, click on it and change it to multiple. Then apply the change. Now click on the sprite editor to open it. Here you will see your sprite sheet, and at the top left corner you should see an option that's called Slice. Click on it, change the type to automatic and click Slice. You will see that Unity has now set small rectangles surrounding each object in the sheet. However, if you found any mistakes, you can still fix them manually by resizing those rectangles. Once you're satisfied with the results, click Slice at the top right corner and close the window. You will see that now each part of the character parts is set in its own sprite. Now drag and drop all of them into the scene and start reassembling your character. While doing so, you might face the issues that you will see parts are adding over each other in the wrong way or in the wrong order. While doing so, you might face the issue that you will see parts are adding Don't panic and just adjust the order in layers for each part to fix that. Knowing that the higher the value, the more your object will be brought to the top of the scene. Once you're done, create an empty game object and name it character. Position it to be almost at the center of your character and then drag and drop all the parts into it so that they become as one object. so that they become as one object to be able to resize, rotate, or move them all together without the need of doing so for each single part of them. Now go to Window menu, select Animation, and then Animation one more time. That will open an animation tab for you. Dock it to the bottom of the screen and create a new animation. Now Unity will ask you to select a folder in your project to save your animation into. I suggest creating a new folder called Animations and another one inside that for each character, just to keep things clean and tidy. I will do it for the idle phase of the character, so I will name it idle. Now you'll see that each part of the character rotates around its own center, and although that might be great for single sprite characters, it will not work in our case. So to fix it, we will go to our sprite editor one more time, and you will see that we have a small blue circle at the center of each part. That is the pivot point that the shape rotates around. So move it to the suitable part you want your shape to be rotating around. Sometimes that may cause the character to disassemble. Just reassemble it and all will be fine now. Return to the animation and hit record. Now what we will be doing is to select each part and reposition it to put it at the location we want it to be at the time we want it to be in that location, over a span of 30 frames for example. Just note that the number of frames decides how fast your animation will play, knowing that each 60 frames takes 1 second to play. And just note that sometimes you may have problems while doing so, and you can fix it by just adding the animation from the Add Property button. Once done, stop the recording, do not move anything by mistake and have it in the animation. And now you ended up with a cool looking animation to your characters, and in the next videos, we'll look into how to control the animations and trigger them via C# scripts. Till then, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment if you have any questions. And now you can join my Discord server to chat with me or many other awesome game developers from all over the world to just share ideas, share projects or work on them together, or just hang out having fun. This is the Gamesmith, and as usual, see you in the next one.